Hello, good morning. My name is Jasmine. I'm your inner work coach, which means I'm here to help you learn how to love your life, live your best life, and become the best version of yourself. And today we are talking about your birthday. This is the year that you are going to stop hating your birthday. If your birthday is not for another 6 months from now, if your birthday is much further out, just save this video, watch it now. And you know what? Actually, now that I'm saying this, if your birthday is not for 6 months from now, it's time to start planning your birthday now. This is not part of one of the tips, so I guess we'll get a bonus tip at the beginning. But planning your birthday out months in advance is going to be so beneficial in having you not hate your birthday, which will lead us into point number one. For your birthday, you need to plan something. I have had birthdays where I've not planned anything before. Um, I was going to go over my birthday qualifications on why I feel like I can talk about this, but in a short spiel, I have had 26 birthdays now. My birthday was last week when this will be posted, but my birthday was last week. And I've also celebrated a lot of people's birthdays. I love a good birthday. And I have also had birthdays that have absolutely sucked. And you know, some of the birthdays that absolutely sucked is when I did not have plans. I can be a go with the flow person. For things that I care about, I don't like having a go with the flow mentality, mood, attitude. And the reason why is for your birthday, let's say that you don't have any plans and that you're like, okay, I don't have any plans. I just want to go to this restaurant. And you go to a specific restaurant, and for some reason, that restaurant is completely booked out. They have a private event. It's somebody's graduation, and everybody in that area is going to that restaurant at that time. You can't get a reservation. You have to wait 2 hours. You're hungry. You're starving. It's horrible. Now your birthday is horrible because you're like, oh my God, I really just wanted to go to this restaurant. I was really craving this food, and now I can't get it. That's why making a plan and having like a reservation. If you're going out to like a club or area, look at what that night is, get the tickets. If you're planning on going to the spa, get the spa like ticket or whatever earlier. Get the movie ticket earlier. Do not wait. Plan it early. Plan it as early as you can because then also it just builds up excitement. And what we want to do is to get rid of the dread that we have on our birthday. I think it's also really important to kind of we have to get to a point where we're no longer we have to do some forgiveness work. And if you need to do some forgiveness work, I have a whole video on that. But do some forgiveness work surrounding your birthday and all the stuff that's happened before. Birthdays can be really, really painful because we have a unset expectation or sometimes a set expectation that people don't meet for our birthdays. And it just feels like we're kind of alone, like we don't have any friends. We're going to eliminate that. But in order to truly eliminate that, we have to kind of do the work to get rid of the feelings that we had about our birthday before this. So, but you're going to plan something for your birthday. If you're having trouble figuring out what to do, what I did this year and what I feel like is a really, really good kind of way to set your year up is plan something around your birthday for how you want to go into your next year feeling. So this also means that you have to plan it ahead of time to think about what you want to get out of this next year of life. Um, so this year, I want to feel healthy. I want to feel fit and active. I want to reach the full potential of what my body can do, especially while I'm this young. And so I went for a hike this year. I want to feel healthy. I want to feel just like on top of the world. And so me, my sister, and my husband went for a hike. And I just felt great doing that. Something else could be like if you're trying to have more fun in the year. Um, you can go dancing, like go do something that's just genuinely a really good time. Go do something that brings out that inner child so you can have more fun this year. If you're trying to be focused and you're trying to like plan out your year and you really want to lock down this year, spend like the morning of your birthday creating like your year plan. Make a health plan, make a like work plan, make a workout plan, like start to plan out that aspect of your life. So whatever you're trying to do in this year, whatever you want out of the next year, really like hunker down and plan something that will bring that energy for the first day of your new year. The key here is to do something that you actually enjoy. Now, that takes us to point. I want my head all to be up in your all up in your business. That takes me to point number 2, which is a little out of order. I wish I had a pen. But do something that you actually, genuinely, truly enjoy. If you are shifting into a new identity and you're shifting into a new person for this new year, and for example, like if you are no longer feeling the drinking, partying vibe, do not let your friends or your family or your cousin, whoever, convince you to go do what you used to do for your birthday just because, oh my God. Just because, well, we always go out like to this spot for our birthday and blah, 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 blah. Do something that you want to do. It is your birthday. It's not anybody else's birthday. And so you get to change whatever plan. If you want to sit in the house and intentionally, because again, a plan, but intentionally do nothing, that is completely up to you because it's your birthday. So don't let your friends and your family kind of convince you to do something that you don't really enjoy. Think about what you actually enjoy. Like if you went out last year, for example, like I love getting dressed up. I love getting dressed up and looking so cute. However, I don't enjoy I don't enjoy like steakhouses because I don't like buttery things. I don't like the taste of butter, and steakhouses to me just throw a bunch of butter in the food and then everything just tastes like butter. For a while for my birthday, I used to get dressed up and like go to a steakhouse or go do something like that. And then I realized that I actually don't enjoy that. And so my husband this year, instead of like us getting dressed up and going to a fancy restaurant, he surprised me with like going mini golfing on a rooftop because I love rooftops and I love activities. And so I had so much fun doing that with him and my sister versus like going to a steakhouse and getting dressed up to go eat food that I wasn't really going to enjoy anyway. So make it something that you genuinely have fun doing. 3, take off work. You can't have plans, true plans, if you have work. And I have worked during my birthday before. I love my coworkers because I was like, everybody has to come to work that day. Like, nobody take off for my birthday. And then also, like, let's have a lunch. And like, we did a cookout and it was great. And I had fun doing it. However, there's just something about working on your birthday. You shouldn't be working on your birthday. Your birthday is for you. It's for like soaking in just good vibes and good energy. And if you have work that you're just outputting to other people, it's not fun. Take the day off. You can afford to take the day off. Take one singular day off for your birthday, even if you don't do anything during that day because everybody else is at work. Again, take the time to plan, take the time to rest, take the time to like soak up and really think about what you want out of the next year, but take that day off. Number 4 is to be okay with change. If you are going to stop hating your birthday, you have to stop hating getting older. Aging is beautiful. The fact that like when we were mini golfing, there was like these 2 girls behind us and they were like young. And when I say young, I feel like maybe 19 or 20. And I used to never feel like a 19 or a 20-year-old was young. And I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just being in my my upper 20s, but like I'm like, dang, these are kids. And that's a little scary, but at the same time, I'm so grateful that I'm just in a position to be able to pour back into people that are in that age group and just to like watch them just have fun and enjoy life. Like I'm in a different stage of life and that's okay. I think that in order to actually start enjoying where you are in life, what you have to do is soak up where you presently are. So if you spent your life with a whole bunch of regrets for all the years that I've just missed like my being 20 or I miss being 16 and I miss being, you're not there anymore. And that's hard to hear, but that time has passed. Stop trying to go back to that time and just really soak up where you are now. What do you want out of 26? What do you want out of 30? What do you want out of 16? What do you want out of 50? Like, it's okay that you feel like you've wasted time, but you will waste more time by going back and trying to figure out how to get back to where you were instead of just shifting and transforming into who you're meant to be right now, because time is redeemable. Like God gives us that time to be redeemed, but if we spend all of our time wasting it on wishing that it was a different aspect of our life, we're going to miss it. So be okay with the fact that you're changing and that you're getting older, and that's okay and that's beautiful, and you've gone through different things and you can pour into different people, Also, on a more shallow note, be okay with the fact that plans change. Um, I was stressed a little bit on my birthday this year because my husband had a surprise plan at 6 p.m. I wanted to go for a hike in the morning at like 9 a.m. I woke up and we just had a super slow morning and a super slow afternoon, if I'm being honest. We didn't get out to hike until probably 3, and it was supposed to be a 2.5 hour hike. So, how are we going to get to plans at 6? We were supposed to do that and then cook out and then go like do whatever activity we did. He was just like, I was like, oh my gosh, like the plans, like I don't know if we're gonna have time to do this hike and then cook out and then get to your what's called. And he's like, baby, there I have it planned out. Like I changed the time already. I updated our reservation, and there's food at the surprise place that I have if we need to eat there instead of cooking out. And if we don't eat there, we can find somewhere else to eat. Like it's gonna be cool. He's just really chill and nonchalant. And I'm like, okay, cool. And before I would be like, no, but I wanted to cook out on the grill and like we're not gonna have time to do that. But now we just have chicken marinating in the fridge. It's gonna be even better when we put on the grill. And it's just like, okay, we didn't get to do that now, but I have time. That's one of my affirmations for this year is I have time, just slowing down, being like, it's okay. I have time and everything is going to end up working out. If something didn't happen on that day, it just wasn't meant to happen, but be okay with the fact that sometimes your plans aren't going to go perfectly. Be open to changing and seeing how the day is going to go, but have something generally according to plan. Now, with that, I don't remember what number I'm on, but another point is when you're planning something, find something that's new, but find something that's comfortable. So, in your planning. So, like, for example, in the morning, I had like bacon, eggs, pancakes because I know that I like bacon, eggs, and pancakes. If I'm like, okay, we're going to try a new spot for breakfast, we're going to try a new spot for lunch, we're going to try a new spot for dinner, we're going to go to a new activity and we're going to do a new, like everything being new, there should be a level of comfort on your birthday. And not knowing how all of that's going to turn out may make you feel a little bit unsettled, especially if you have your day so booked out where if anything goes wrong, it messes up your whole complete plan and you have no wiggle room. So try something new because I just feel like trying something new on your birthday is good energy anyway. And it's like, okay, I'm open to new experiences this year. And just doing something new is fun in general. So definitely keep something new, but keep something comfortable. Like I had breakfast, hanging out with people that I know are comfortable and that are just genuinely going to have a good time doing whatever we're doing. Um, Later in the night, we watched a show. I'm watching Empress on Netflix right now, but we watched like an episode of that. I had been watching it, but just sitting down and like eating food and watching that show is just a comfort. And there should be a certain level of no matter what, I know I'm going to have a good time watching my Netflix show. No matter what, I know I'm going to have a good time eating bacon. Like just have something in there that just is like, just like no matter what happens, if this new thing was a terrible experience or if my day didn't turn out the way that I wanted to, I have this little comfort. And these last two are going to go kind of hand in hand. So, if you are or were a birthday person, what tends to happen is we do these grand, extravagant things for other people for their birthday. And then for our birthday, we expect other people to do these grand, extravagant things for us. Do not place your expectations for what you did for other people to be done back to you. That is a sure way to get your feelings hurt. That's a sure way to be mad. That's a sure way to be disappointed and to be questioning your friendships. Not everybody has a gift of administration. Not everybody, which is like the gift of planning. Not everybody knows all the cool spots to go to. Not everybody is a gift giver. Like I was saying in a TikTok, like I'm not a gift giver, and I will try to give people gifts, but it just some people are just so thoughtful and I love that they have the gift of gift giving, but that's not one of my things. But I can plan something. I can spend time with you. I can send you a gift that may not mean too much, but you may just enjoy and I'm trying. I am trying when I give people gifts. But like you having the expectation that other people are going to do exactly what you did for them not only takes out the fun for their birthday, but it puts pressure on people and that makes people uncomfortable. And I think sometimes we have to acknowledge that the behavior that we're doing does make other people feel uncomfortable. It is not other people's responsibility to make you feel special on your birthday, and it's not other people's responsibility to make you feel happy. So plan something that you know you're going to enjoy. I planned for my birthday the hike. My husband planned something that he knows me very well, but like he planned the activity with mini golfing and everything like that. But if he didn't end up planning anything for my birthday, I wouldn't be mad at him. Just release people from that expectation so that when people do stuff, it's like, oh, that's really nice. But it's not like, oh, I expect him to do da 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 da. And if he doesn't do this, this, and this, and if I don't wake up to a hotel room filled with balloons and cakes and a Fendi bag, then I'm breaking up with him. Why? Do you even enjoy that? That's what I'm saying, where it's like, take yourself off social media and think about whether or not that's something that you would actually want to do. Like when we were dating, I wouldn't like, we were trying to be celibate. I would not want to have him book out a hotel room and fill it with balloons and we just spend that time in the hotel. That would set us up for failure. So, think about what you really want to do for yourself and don't place those expectations on other people, which goes into our last point. For your birthday, do not rely on other people. Don't rely on other people to make you happy. Don't rely on other people to care about your birthday as much as you do. Do not rely on other people to show up. And it may sound a little harsh and almost a little bitter, but the thing is things happen with people, and it's definitely can hurt and be painful when you expect people to show up for you on your birthday, especially, and they don't. You can use it as a meter, like, especially depending on the situation. If you express to people how important it is for them to be there to do something and they don't, that can be really hurtful. At the same time, sometimes things just happen, and that's okay. That's why when you plan something, you're going to want to plan something, at least one thing during that day that you can do by yourself that you know you're just going to fully enjoy, and it's okay to take that pressure off other people to make you feel special because that's your job. And in this new year that you have, really focus on making yourself feel special. So even if your birthday is 8 months from now, start planning your birthday now. Especially if you want to plan a trip, if you want to go to a restaurant that you haven't been to before, plan it now. If your birthday is tomorrow, that is okay. Plan it now. I just hope that you guys really enjoy your birthday this year. I feel like birthdays are so, so special and they are meant to be enjoyed. So I hope these help. If you have any other things that make your birthday feel great, leave them below. Or also let me know what you did for your birthday because I love having ideas because we're going to have many more birthdays to celebrate. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and I will see you in the next video.